Damn the Asteroids, Full Speed Ahead by Tom Jolly. Captain Marcus Halsey stared in dismay at the dense careening field of asteroids on the display screen. His chief scientist, Obu Sababu, shook his head.
They're smacking into each other constantly. Look how close they are.
The captain frowned and nodded.
All moving, and only a few hundred meters between each one. How does a field like this come into existence?
Obu hacked up a hairball to show his irritation and spit it into a ceramic cup that the John carried for just such a purpose.
Short answer? It cannot. If the gorm-bucking asteroids are banging into each other that often, breaking up all the time, the field is going to get wider as the kinetic energy is distributed and the outer edges expand. The object will slow down as impact energy becomes heat, you see. Over just a few years, a dense asteroid field like this one will be so spread out and the energy so averaged out that the rocks will barely be in view of each other. For the most part, all headed in the same direction. Or it's dense enough to coalesce into a planet, and the planet would sweep up most of the loose bits. Either way, it will not last.
Their ship had parked over 100 kilometers from the outer edge of the vast field. And just in the time they'd sat there, the field had expanded toward them by a good 5 kilometers. Even now, the number of impacts was falling.
We're supposed to fly through this crap, Chief Pilot? That's what High Command told us, Captain. There are some new planets we're supposed to explore on the other side. If we want to stay on schedule, we'll have to fly through while rocks are still spinning around and slamming into everything. But what if we just wait one day? Then all the rocks will be a few kilometers away from each other. You'll really irritate High Command, though.
Captain Halsey rubbed his chin.
Yeah, you can tell them we had a loose engine belt or something. How long do you suppose this asteroid field has been there? Running the action backwards? I'd say about 30 minutes, Captain. The only time I've seen asteroids this thick and fast is in some of those silly movies you Earthlings used to eat up.
This, the captain thought, coming from the guy who hacked up hairballs. He scowled at Obu.
30 minutes? Why, that's... impossible.
The Mordu cleric on the bridge spoke.
This adds to the other 29 indices of simulation.
This was part of the Mordu religious belief that all creatures were living in a simulation created by a higher dimensional civilization. Subcults within the religion suggested that they were part of a video game, reality show, or some vast experiment. One of the other incidences was the strange fact that all intelligent creatures looked about the same. No plasma forms, gas bags, or tentacle monsters. It was almost like their creator had a small budget to work with. Also, there was the bizarre coincidence that their technological levels all appeared to be within hundreds of years of one another, despite evolving thousands of light years apart. The list was long.
Well, let's just wait it out then,
said the captain.
When the cloud of rubble expands far enough to be safe...
Alarm sounded.
Captain?
The first mate said.
A Relot attack vessel just appeared on our port bow upper quad. It appears to be powering up its mega beam. Our only possible escape is to run through the asteroid field and hope we can dodge all the asteroids.
The Mordu cleric started laughing. The end.